Okay, so now let's go talk about service agreements. Now, you might think like, wait a minute, what if didn't we just create a service agreement? Yeah, technically we did, right? In different industries, whether you're a plumber, in HVAC, right, HVAC, or pest control, you're gonna consider those different. And you might have just like a loyalty perk program inside of subscriptions and memberships. And so we separate out the actual signing, the agreement, the legal document from the subscription because they don't always go hand in hand, right? And so in our, we call these just our service agreements up here, not the actual money side behind it. Those are subscriptions. And so come over here. We don't have any. This is a brand new account. So let's go ahead and create a new template. Now, what we're going to do in here, we're going to call it service agreement. It's going to be active. And this is where we can go and link that membership that we just created, right? The $10 a month. Now, if we did it the opposite, where we created the template and the signing document first, we would be able to do it the same way on the other side. The thing that's important to note is that these signed documents, these service agreements, are a one-to-one relationship with a subscription. Now, you might be like, what the freak does a one-to-one relationship? It's a technical developer software term, right? And I apologize for bringing it in here, but it basically means that a subscription can only have one agreement and an agreement can only have one subscription. So if you only have one agreement but you have 5 subscriptions, I'm sorry, you're going to have to add 5 agreements to match those, right? One to one. And the simple reason why is because of how all the other automations and all the other stuff works in the back end. It's a lot simpler for everybody involved to make sure it's a one-to-one versus doing a many-to-many or a one-to-many relationship. Okay, let's get that technical code talk out of here and let's dive in here. So, you guys will be able to either build with our editor, upload a PDF, or just write in some plain text. I love doing the PDF version, and so that's what we're going to do. So what I did is I just went over to ChatGPT and had it very quickly create a dummy agreement for me. So I have no idea what this looks like. And let's see what we're dealing with here. So, cool. Let's zoom in a little bit. So customer name, service address, billing, email, property type, agreement date, city, state, zip, phone, preferred contact, authorization. Okay. So let's bring all that in. So you got the customer here. And we're going to go ahead and do the text field. So I can drag and drop that. And so the way this is designed is that you can be very, very creative with it. So we only have 6 fields here, but what if you wanted to have them put in their preference, right? And I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch me fill all this out. And so if there's like a requested service or problem, I can add in a contractor here, select that, and then put in for the contractor to fill in that entire text field as well. But I'm going to go ahead and delete that, keep this simple for the tutorial. So diagnostic only, repair, replacement, installation, that's where we're going to go in with the checkbox there. And I will be able to determine, let's put that checkbox right there, and be able to go through all of those. And now let's get down to the customer signature. And again, I'm skipping these, making it go quick so you guys don't have to watch me fill this all out. Put in that. Now, if I want the date signed, this is important. It's different than the date one. And the reason why is because the date one is, it could be any date, right? It could be if you're asking information of like how old is the home, they can put in a random date. But the date signed is captured from our system, so it automatically puts it in there. Okay. So I'm just going to keep that super simple. I know I totally skipped and did not do this contract justice. ChatGPT just created it. Let's keep it simple for this tutorial. And on here, I can go ahead and save it, come back later and fix it, finish it, or I can go and continue, go to the next one, and then I can say anybody can send this, and after it's signed, only the owner can edit it, but hey, customers have to re-sign it. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that. Okay, so there's our service agreement. So what do these look like? Well, let's go ahead and send it, right? So we don't have any agreements here. I'm going to click on New Agreement. I'm going to go find Jessica. Address automatically pulled up. We're going to select that service agreement. And now I'm going to either say, hey, I can email it to her, write a personal message, and I can assign it to somebody if they need to follow up. I'm going to go ahead and send that agreement. Okay, we have to, the system was smart and caught it and said, hey, you don't have payment set up yet. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that, go all the way through here and save that. And let's go back over here and do that again. So, sorry, I was kind of just like talking out loud as I was thinking about it. So what happened was that we don't have a payment processor set up here. Super easy to do. Same thing that we ran into with the subscriptions. And rather than me go and do all that, I just decided, hey, let's remove the plan. And so that way I can show you guys what signing looks like, but there's no payment collection during that assignment process because our system can't collect that credit card until you guys decide who you want to go with as far as your payment processor, right? Okay, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and send that. Now, let's go into here. And I'm just going to copy that public link so we could go ahead and see what this looks like for our customers. So a customer, they'll get that email, and when they open it up, this is what they're going to see. They're going to see, like, this is agreement record. This is what you're signing. There is no linked membership. Payment set up after, not required in this flow at all. So it kind of gives them an overview. This will all be the color of your own brand. So if you have red, you're like, I don't want blue, we have red. Well, you can get that in there as well. So let's go ahead and review. This is just confirms their information. We have them confirm it because we're making sure that legally, if there's anything that happens and you guys unfortunately have to end up in court, that we're capturing all of their consent, all of their fingerprints, their devices, all of that to make sure you guys are covered. Okay, so customer name, this is where they would be able to type that in. Be able to type in the address. And then be able to check what boxes. Go all the way down, auto capture the date, and then I can click to sign. Wait, that's not Jessica. I don't know, something like that maybe. And then I can type in the name again, and now it's ready to go. So I'll go ahead and click on finish on that, and now the agreement's signed successfully. And if we go back over here, it changes from awaiting signature to active, and we now have that signature. We have that full fingerprint of it, and this is what gets really, really cool with it as well, is that you get the completed, right, all the check boxes, everything that they, the signature, the date, but also our signature page from Local Business Pro that has all of the records on here of exactly what they signed, and the key right here too, to prove that it was not tampered with, right? So that is the last part of our revenue engine, right? We covered appointments. Well, I'm gonna say that to the next video.